Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name is Todd, also known as Mech, and this is of course Terraria. Last time we left off gathering up the materials we need for a hill gatherer, and here we are. Um, so I cleaned out our inventory, kind of sorted things out, checked on the things we could kind of build and get ready for. Not a whole lot we can do at this point. We've kind of almost gotten to the point where we're maxed out for what we're able to do for the twins. So I've decided that what we're going to focus on doing is gathering up potions and gold. Now, the major way I'm going to be going about doing this until we can actually defeat the twins is by going and doing the dungeon stuff, killing enemies in the dungeon, collecting the items, and then kind of selling them, while waiting for our gatherers to kind of get what we need. So our gatherers are collecting just a ton of materials that we really don't need, at least not at this moment, so we're going to sell a lot of these. Just literally for the gold so we can get more of it, because I'm really kind of hoping that eventually we'll be able to get our hands on Yarum Stimulant's infinite kind of boost, because that'll be a massive help to us. Let's see, how much shop changer, let's go to Calamity and Thorium. Okay, so 10 gold per, and I think we need 30 of them, so we need at least, what would that be, 300 gold? Yeah, we definitely don't have 300 gold, but we might be able to pick up at least a couple of them. Boosts all damage stats by 8, but lowers defense by 20. That's not really worth it. Causes enemy attacks to heal you for a fraction of their damage for 15 seconds. That's not massively worth it. Gives a cadence buff, which drops shop prices and enemy aggro. Increases life regen. Increases max life by 10. Increases heart pickup range. That's kind of worth it, the cadence potion. I see the double tap dash. Ooh, that's interesting. Conflagration. Okay, well we'll pick up a couple yarn. We'll pick up a Yarum stimulants to see how many we actually need to make it infinite. Calamity combination. So I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a. It sounds like a grater outside my house, or some kind of like dump truck. I'm not sure. Okay, so we do need 30 of them. Okay. Alright, but we can purchase a couple of them, and we'll start purchasing as many as we're kind of able. 6 to start out with, not too bad. Let's sell these materials that we've got. Oh, criminies. Of course they had to go up and down the road right now. Okay, so we got a lot more gold thanks to selling all those materials. As you can see. Christ. Maybe somebody's mowing their lawn out there, I'm not really sure. Don't have the opportunity to really look. Okay, so we can buy 9 more of those. Did we sell the other ones? Oh, that's... Oh, we made a mistake, didn't we? Yeah, we accidentally sold the other ones, that's why. Okay. Well, we have 9. That's better than none. So we'll start with that. Another thing I wanted to do real quick is I wanted to build something with our molten residue, solzonite, and some bones, is we can build a draconic magma staff. Masterful. Not too bad. I think it might be better than our mythical spider staff. At the very least, it's comparable to it. And it summons like these weird dragon things. So I don't know if these are going to be better, but I wanted to test them out to see if they were better than our spider staff, because spider staff's kind of underwhelming at this point. It's really causing me no end of grief to try and use it. Okay, Charm of Miss. Let's pull that guy out. So this is the other thing I wanted to create real quick, is the Charm of Miss. And throw it in. So you might notice I've got my overloader, the hard mana overloader, which is, you can see the effect right there. I've added that to our list of things. I might replace the ring with the mana overloader just because that might be better. I noticed the major thing that we don't have currently on our armor is like a steady set of health regeneration, which the mana overloader might do that. Oh, we got some nice stuff from our corruption chest here. We will be building a hollow chest at some point to kind of allow us to gather stuff in that regard. Oh. Oh, that's right. We didn't build the hell chest because we didn't have another voodoo doll. That's right. Um, might have to go grab one of those if I'm able to at some point. Maybe I'll do that in between parts, who knows. We're definitely going to the dungeon this time though, because I want to test out these dragon heads. And also just test out kind of how hard the dungeon is at this point. So let's take our corruption materials, we'll throw those in there along with our wood. And we'll take these materials and we'll sell those. Because we have no real massive use for those. Oh, I didn't realize our buddy here sold materials from the hollow. That's kind of useful. I'll have to remember that. Teleports you where you placed a beacon. Interesting. Okay. Let's grab our buffs from our tables. And now we'll head over to the dungeon, which is over there. Okay. Spent a bunch of time just standing around doing almost nothing. Oh. I don't want to go out and get ourselves killed before we use all this, do I? So we want to buy as many of those as we can. We got 7. We're actually making our way towards those Yarum stimulants, which is good. Very, very good. Oh, the traveling merchant did arrive just a second ago. Where did he show up at? Typically he's up on the roof of our nice little house here. In the future, for the next few episodes, I will probably do a little bit of building, because there are some things that I did want to get built. What did he have? DPS meter, foe, torch. Oh, cape. That's about it. Life form analyzer, sake. Nothing massively useful. Let's get out of here. Go test our thing. Oh, criminies. I keep forgetting the things that I want to do. And I keep saying, oh, because I keep remembering the things that I want to do. Eventually we will set up teleporters so this run won't be so arduous, but at the moment we kind of have to deal with it as is. The last thing I wanted to do was grab a different pet. I didn't want to talk to you. There we go. I wanted to grab Demo's Guidance instead of our little flying saucer, because Demo's Guidance is actually a little bit better. Gives us the effect of a heart lamp and a star in the bottle. Oh, I don't know why this keeps rotating, but that's what it is. Stopwatch. Be really nice if somebody sold a compass at some point, but I don't think they do. Okay, so we've got our heart lamp. So Demo's Guidance will effectively just give us a little bit more health regeneration on kind of a steady stream. We never have to worry about having a heart lamp or star in a bottle. And I think our damage overall wasn't too bad against the twins, but we were really struggling to stay alive, which could have been caused, at the very least, by some of the problems we were having. So these little dragon heads, they shoot. So they're kind of tethered to you. That's kind of interesting. But they actually do an okay amount of damage, and it is fire damage from the looks of it, which might help us out greatly. I think it's better anyway than anything else we could get, at least for the moment. Summons are always one of those weird things that you kind of have to try them to really be sure whether or not you're going to get a good one. Some summons are fantastic, some summons are horrible. These ones seem really good. Man, they just shoot like a wall of fire, don't they? They don't do a massive amount of damage, but neither did our spiders, so I guess trade-offs and all that. Let's see. Should we try out the mana overloader? Let's try that out while we're in the dungeon here. See if that's actually worthwhile. Because it does reduce our health regeneration, but it does increase our ability to regenerate health from doing magic damage. So that's also really good for any sort of magic user, really. Where are any enemies? Should be some enemies down here somewhere. Let's click some of these spikes as well. I remember that there are some recipes that require some spikes. And some dungeon bricks wouldn't be too bad, I guess, either. Let's see, so we've got the done, what is it? The jungle chest right there, which we don't really need to worry about. Lots of bones from our enemies. None of these guys should be really problematic for us. Crimini's a frickin' guy and his ball and chain thing. Oh, gelatinous cube. Pink dungeon lockbox requires a shadow key. Well, we could pull out our shadow key from our piggy bank. That wouldn't be super difficult. Oh. This wizard would stop shooting me. Kill that one. Okay. So thankfully, because reduced grinding gives us these lockboxes now, we have a higher chance of getting dungeon materials. So we'll pull out our shadow key. We'll open those when we kind of start heading back, so we don't have to worry about having to, you know, deal with our inventory filling up too quickly. Who is that? Cultist? That was like a cultist apprentice? I've never seen that enemy before. It's definitely a modded enemy from what I could tell. I guess that's kind of harkens to the boss we'll be fighting later. But definitely don't have to worry about him right now. Gather up these spikes. What was it we wanted to build with spikes? I forget. Spiked bracer. There is some other stuff. Dungeon gatherer, I guess could be pretty useful. How many do we need for that? 100. It's a lot of spikes, but we could definitely get that amount. It's definitely not an impossible feat. I do like these dragons. These dragons seem to be really effective. Even though their shots can miss, they seem to hit relatively quickly, which makes them pretty effective and deadly, which is exactly what we needed. So that guy, get our way down here. What in the world? Idolist. What is that? Oh, it doesn't appear to be angry at me. I don't know if I want to make it angry at me. So I'm going to kind of leave it alone for the time being. It has 10,000 HP, which we could theoretically kill, but I have no idea what kind of attacks it would have. Nah, heck with it. Might as well live on the dangerous side. We can always come back. Oh, ouch. This thing is kind of strange. It's really hard, that much I could say. But we can destroy it fairly quickly. That was an interesting enemy. It was definitely a calamity enemy, and it didn't appear to drop anything useful, but maybe it'll be useful in the future? Who knows? Let's get up these spikes. I'm kind of trying to focus on the spikes that will be in our major pathway, if we're kind of traversing our way down. Any other spikes aren't super useful to pull up. But things like this, for instance, where it's just all over the floor, that's just annoying. Walls and ceiling, not so much, though. Come on, get out of here. Okay. Pop all that open. Kill this dungeon slime, get its gold key. I was gathering up some books to see if there were any spells or anything that I maybe missed that they had added, but it doesn't look like they added anything. At least not that we've found so far. Let's get rid of this spikes too. Even though it is on the wall, it's still kind of annoying to be there. Okay, nothing here from the looks of it. Cross statue, interesting. What did I just pick up? Just some torches, okay. this guy. Kill that guy. Blue dungeon lockboxes. So we got some green dungeon lockboxes, some pink dungeon lockboxes, and some blue dungeon lockboxes. I don't know if there's any difference between any of those, though. Stupid bloody slimes, get out of my way. Trying to make the dungeon OSHA compatible here. Freaking jerks keep getting in my way, though. Let's pop up this bewitching table. We'll definitely need some more of those. I noticed we definitely didn't have enough the last time I checked. So, oh, cultists. There's the corruption chest. Man, my dragon head's just like wrecked that. Let's see how many spikes we have. We have 95. Okay, so like one more set ought to do us for a dungeon gatherer. Is there anything else we need for a dungeon gatherer? We might need dungeon bricks, so I'm going to start gathering those as well. Let's see. Yeah, we do need dungeon bricks. We need 200 dungeon bricks and 4 golden keys. So we don't want to use any of our golden keys on opening chests, because we'll be able to use them for a dungeon gatherer. But we definitely need to gather up some bricks. 100. Oh, there's another one of those calamity guys. Did that dude just drop an entire chest? Huh, so he just dropped a gold chest. What a weird thing to drop for an enemy. Is it supposed to drop that? I don't know. I haven't, of course, updated this world at all, so there are some definite bugs that I've noticed in not updating the world. But it is kind of interesting to see some of them. And there's no massive reason, at least as of this moment, to really worry about it. Oh, we set them off. We set them off. Love it if my dragon heads are here. There they are. Ouch. Freaking every place now has got to be real dangerous thanks to all these calamity enemies. Let's activate that, activate this. Try to burn them down. So we are getting healed from the hard mana overload every now and then. But it seems to be kind of sporadic. I was hoping it would be less sporadic than that. Let's go up here and try not to hit the calamity enemy there. Other enemies I definitely want to kill, but not him, just because he's tough to kill and he's kind of spooky. Just a little bit spooky anyway. Okay. So there's our frost chest. One of these days we'll be able to open these chests and actually get the prizes inside, but that day is not today, sadly. Okay, we'll jump over those. Anything else down here of any use? Doesn't really look like it. Hard to say just yet, but it doesn't really look like there's much more we can get out of here. Oh, we do need to get some more keys, don't we? Oh, there's the hollowed chest. So we have pretty much found most of the chests that we can find in the dungeon. I don't think there's really any other place for us to even explore. I think we've fully explored our dungeon, haven't we? Except for maybe here. So I guess we can go up and take a look at that. These dungeons are typically quite large, but this one appears to be kind of small in comparison to some of the ones that I've seen. Maybe I'm just used to large worlds. But large worlds are kind of a pain when you're trying to actually fight and find things, as traversing them can be rather tedious, just running forever. Let's see. I guess we'll check out that last little area up there and see if we can't get some more golden keys. And kind of call that our little dungeon extravaganza. I do like our new dragon hoods, and maybe next time we'll attempt the twins again. See if we can actually take them down. Because they're just our main focus at this point. If we can take them down, we've kind of beaten one of the major gateways into hard mode. And we'll be able to start doing things like maybe farming chlorophyte. I think we can do that once we defeated the mechanical bosses, if I'm not mistaken. And that's definitely a step in the right direction in my eyes. So once we defeat the mechanical bosses, it's just up to things like playing Terra and the like. Which overall might be a little bit difficult, but definitely not super difficult. And compared to some of the things we'll be fighting in the later parts of Calamity, is easy stuff. Okay, we don't want to set off that enemy if we're able. So we'll kill this silver bag though, so we can get some extra money there. And man, it keeps spawning these cultist-like things. Very similar to the boss as well, the cultist boss. Okay, maybe this dungeon is actually a little bit bigger than I was thinking it was. I'd really love to see another dungeon slime, or get some more bloody keys at any point. Maybe I'm not waiting around long enough to get them to spawn. Oh, what is that? Is that a material we've seen before? Yeah, it's a material we've seen before. I don't need this bone wand, I don't think. Well, I guess we'll pick up this alchemy table, and I don't see any more slimes, at least not in the vicinity, that we can kill. We did get one more key. Maybe we just keep popping pots and we'll get another, or opening pots and we'll get another one. Let's throw it on our safe and start storing some of our stuff. Books, torches, ore, dark trap, potions, things we can throw down. Unholy arrow, sure, jelly, lesser mana, dark caster banner. Okay. That should clear out our inventory, at least for the moment. Keep opening potions, killing some enemies. Seeing if we can get that last key that we need. These enemies keep dropping gold chests, and that's kind of strange to me. I don't know if that's because they were supposed to drop something else, or what, but very strange. Maybe these lockboxes have golden keys in them. Be half tempted to try to open one to see if we could get a gold key out of it, but oh well. Not a big old problem for us. Let's break this dark trap. Head on through. Okay. Kill that guy. That. There we go. Final golden key. Alright, we're good. Let's head back. We'll create a dungeon gather real quick. Gather her. So we just need the bones and the chest. So we definitely got bones. And we just need a standard chest. Oh, okay. I could have swore I made a bunch of standard chests last time. Maybe I was slacking though. Nope, doesn't look like I did make a bunch of standard chests. Well, we'll make a bunch of standard chests right now. But we only need one of them. Gatherer. There we go. Dungeon Gatherer. So that's another gatherer to add to our list. And let's open a bunch of these lockboxes. See what we get out of them. Store everything else first though, before we do any of that. So we know what we kind of got out of them. Okay. Bunch of furniture, from the looks of it. Lots and lots of furniture, from the looks of it. Yeah, just a ridiculous amount of furniture. Nothing massively useful, though. Which is kind of a shame. I was hoping we'd actually get something useful. Like golden keys or materials I could actually use. Did get an alchemy table, another alchemy table, which is not a horrible thing to get out of them. Let's open the rest of them real quick here. Yep, got some books. I guess we don't need to pick up any books anytime soon. Lots of decorations, though. We could probably decorate a lot of our little house that we've got now, since we've got all these lock boxes and whatnot. Okay, so in the next part, I think we're going to focus on maybe getting more yarn stimulants if we have enough golds to purchase the maximum. Otherwise, we'll just use one of them and try and fight the twins. I think what I'm going to focus on is the hard mana overloader wasn't bad. I just don't know if it was really worth it compared to something like Celestial Cuffs or maybe even the Charm of Mist. The Charm of Mist is like guaranteed life regeneration and reduction to the cooldown of healing potions. So that might be the better choice overall. But regardless, we'll try to fight the twins next time. See how far we get. Hopefully we'll be able to take them down. But until then, goodbye.